Hello guys, welcome to the newer section on Power Query, that is date function in Power Query Power BI. There are approximately 30 date functions in Power Query Power BI, which you can use by button clicks. Apart from those 30 functions, there are 100 more functions where you can write some functions and use it. But what are those 30 functions and how we can use it? Some of them I have filtered, and I think these are important functions which you can show. Now we have those functions. I have 7 different sections in this video where I can show you all the functions whichever possible, like how to find out year, quarter, month and day. Just a beginning for you. Then we will see how to work on finding the difference between dates and find out which one is the earliest or the latest date. Later on, we will see find out name of the day and name of the month, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. These are name of the day, and Jan, Feb and March, this will be name of the month. Similarly, we will find out which day of the week or year or month are you sitting right now, and how which week of the month or year. We are there. Similarly, we have how to extract date from date and time functions. Okay, there is a date and time column. How to extract only date or how to extract only time from there. We will also see this is a very interesting how to calculate your age in just 2 button clicks. How many years old are you right now? We can see just using 2 button clicks. No need to writing any function. If you are using Excel, you might have used a date difference function, but here no need to writing that. We will also find out that your date of birth is on which day of year, which day of the quarter or which day of the month. Very simple, using again button clicks. So these all are the functions and you will get a clear picture because these are the most used function in the company, in the corporate company date functions. So let us see how to find out year, quarter, month and day from a particular day. So I have the Excel file and name of the Excel file here is 12 Power Query date function, and there are approximately, I can say, 7 sheets and 7 tables. So I will pick up all those 7 tables because we will require this in the coming section. So let me pick up those first in Power BI. I have closed the Excel file. It is important to close the Excel file before you pick up in Power BI. So get data, Excel, and that's Power Query date function. I will click on open. Here there are 7 tables. As I said, I'll pick up all the 7 tables in Power BI, and these are table 1, table 2, table 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So I can change the name. So these are 7 tables here. Now I can click on this transform data button and that will be loaded into this Power Query. The first one which I have, this table 1, a simple date is there. Now I want to find out 4 things from here. One is year, quarter, month and day. So these 4 options. So on the right hand side, if you observe, there are 3 steps which are predefined. I have not done anything. These are 3 steps. So the last step I can tell you about is the change type. What is that change type? It has changed the data type of the column. Okay. So when I click on second step, see what would be this icon. Okay. I will click on second step and you can see the icon would be here as ABC123. That is means no data type is there. So the third step automatically gave a date data type. So Power Query is a bit smarter. It can find out what the values in the column and it will give you the data type. Okay. So it can be date, text, numbers, geographical, or any other data type here. So not geographically, only date, text, numbers. So if you want to remember that, you can click on this button here and these are all the data types available, right? So the third step come by default. What is the first step? The first step will give you all the tables into your data source. Okay. So when I say all the tables, it will tell you what are the different sheets you have and different tables in your data set. And these are all the names of your data tables and sheets. Okay. So from there, it has picked up on table and gave us this table here because I selected that. So the third step will come by default. Sometime 2 steps, sometime 4 steps. So you have to understand that. Now coming back to our question, I want to find out year first. So in the next column, so if you want in the next column, you go to add column. And here for next 7 section, we will only focus on this date and time functions. Okay. Now, if I click on this drop down, these are approximately 30 functions. You can work with 30 using button clicks. I can go to year and just click on year button and you can see only year has been extracted from that particular column. And the column name is also given as year. Now, let us find out quarter. Select the first column and then click on quarter and I can select quarter of the year. Okay. So you will be getting quarter, that is first quarter. I again select the first column and go to month and find out which month it is. So if I select this month option, it will tell me that it's a third month, second month, and so on. The last one, if I want to find out day, I can click on this again option. So why am I clicking on the first column? Why not on the second column? Because if I click on this second column, right now you can see the entire data, this date and time is disabled because this particular feature will only work when you have date and time. Right now, it is a numerical column. That is, you see 1, 2, 3, it's a whole number. So, if you click on this date, data type, only then this will be enabled. So, you see, when I click on this date column, you can see this is a enable. So, I can click on this button here and I can select the option day and click on day. So this will extract only day from that column and it would be visible here. Okay. And you see on the right hand side, all the steps are getting recorded and you can delete the step and you can modify the step whatever you want here. Okay. That's it. So this was the first example. That was table 1. I have give here as I can rename this as year, quarter, month and day. I know it's a very lengthy name, not a good practice, but since it's a training, it's a learning part, we have to properly give it. Okay. And I keep it as it is because in the next topic, I'll show you something else. So I'm still in Power Query and continue in next section. Now we will see how to find out the different dates and find out which is the earliest and what is the latest date between two dates. So I have already imported the data in the previous video and I will open that Power Query editor. You see, I'll click here and this is table 2, the name of the query or the name of the table. So here I have two columns, date 1 and day 2. So let us see some few dates here. Here the last one, if you see 21st of Feb 2020, and here it is 12th of Feb 2020. So the first column is bigger date here and this one is a smaller date. But on the other hand, if you see here it is a 10th of March and here it is 30th of March. So here it is smaller and this one is bigger. So let's see first one. I want to find out between these two columns the difference between these two columns. So select the first column, control click, second column, and I can go to add column tab, date option, and I can select the option subtract days. So you can see when I select multiple columns, few options are enabled, the others are disabled here. So I will just click on subtract days and it will give me the difference between those two columns without writing any code. Okay, so on the right hand side the step is generated. One more, I want to find out of these two columns which one is the earliest date. Okay, so select those two columns and then go to this date option, earliest. If you are not getting this date enabled, that means the data type of your column is not date. So I will select the option as earliest and you can see out of these two columns whichever is the earliest date will be given here. So from me it's the earliest date is this 1/12 and you can see 12 is given out of these two columns. If you see 10th of March is earliest, so 10th of March is given here. Okay, and by default if you see the column name is also given as earliest. If you want to find out the latest date between these two columns, select those two columns and go to latest option and you see the latest date would be given. So this will be a quick method rather than writing if-else function in Excel or any language. Just button clicks will get the answer. So that's it. I hope you have understood how to find out difference, find out earliest and latest date. Let us see a next topic here, how to find out name of the day, whether it is a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or how to find out name of the month, Jan, Feb, March, etc. So we have already loaded the table in Power Query. The name is table 3 and it's a simple column. Only date is given. The data type of the column should be date. That's important. And I can find out name of the day. First, add column, date and day option. And here if you see there is a name of the day. So if you click on name of day, automatically you can get all the name of the day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday and so on. If you go again and let's see find out name of the month, so you have to go to month section and name of the month. So you will be getting name of the month. We do not have the name of the year and name of the quarter. So that's the reason not included here. Now, sometimes you just want the first 3 characters from day, name or month name. So you can select the column, okay, and you can go to transform tab. Then you can go to extract first characters. We have seen this topic in the previous video in the text functions. So transform menu bar, extract first character and I will type as 3 and click on OK. So first 3 characters would be extracted. Same way here also I can select, go to transform tab, extract first 3 characters, write as 3 and click on OK. So this way you can get the month name and day name in Power Query Power BI. So in this video, we will see some more functions related to date, and we have now to find out day of week, month and year. And how do you find out week of month or year? Let us see that practically. I have loaded the data already in the previous section, table 4. A simple column is there with date. So I can go to add column, date option, and if I select date, first option, it will give me which day of month is it. So I can say it is the 10th day or 11th day or 13th day of the month. So I can say it is the 10th day or 11th day or 13th day of the month. If you want to find out which day of week you are sitting, so you can click on day of week and you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, while doing a practice, you might have a doubt. 0 stands for what? Monday or Sunday? No problem. Even I don't know. So I can just go to this date column and click on this day, find out name of the day. For time being, I will just bring the column and I can delete that. So this will tell me 0 stands for Sunday, 1 stands for Monday. Okay. Now my work is done. I understood. I can delete that. Last step. Now I can come back day and find out which day of year is it. So I'll click on day of year. So this will give me day of month, week and year. Next one, let's talk about the week option. Which week of the month or week of the year you are there. So I can go to this week option, week of year, and you can see 11th and 8th week of year dates we have. And I can also select this column and I can go to the last option, week of the month. So which week of the month are you sitting? You can quickly find out. Okay. So these are very simple 5 functions in Power Query Power BI. Now imagine if you have a date and time column into one place, and if you only want to extract either date or time, how do you do that? There are many methods to do that, but Power Query is one of the simplest method. It will give you just button clicks. So let us see how to extract date from date and time. Okay. So we will have loaded data already. The table name is table 5 or the query name is table 5. I have a column named as date and time, and the data type of this column, if I click on this button here, and the data type is date and time. Okay. Now if I only want to extract date, I can go to add column, date option, and there is an option date only. So the moment I click only date will be extracted, and the data type is also given as date. Suppose if I only want to extract time, I will select that date and time column, and you can see time option is enabled. In the previous section, if you observe, it was disabled. So now I can select time and click on this time only. So you see what has happened? It has extracted time, and see the data type of this column. Okay. And they both are matching with the data type here. Okay. So you can quickly extract a date and time separately and use it. Now suppose you don't require this column, you can right click and remove that column, and you can use those date and time separately. I hope you have understood how to extract date and time from date and time column. Let us see how to calculate age in Power Query in just 2 button clicks. If you have a proper date format, it is very easy in 2 button clicks. So I have already loaded the data. The name is table 6. How did I load? You can see in the previous section or the first video itself. So I have some Indian cricket players name in the one column, and second column they are date of birth. So these are cricket players and date of birth. The question is how to find out their age in just few button clicks. So select the column that is date of birth, add column tab, and I can just click on this age button. So when you click on that age, you will get a new column and which will give you the age in number of days. So Ajinkya is 134.50.00 days old. Ajit 172.87.00 days old. Nobody likes age in days. They want to find out age in years. 30 years, 20 years, 25 years. So carefully observe. The data type of this column is duration, and this is enabled. The other option are disabled. So select that column, go to duration and select total years. So when you select that total years, that would be calculated based on years. So you can see the first player, which is Ajinkya, is 36 years. 84931 and so on years old, and nobody like to see in decimal. They want to see whole numbers. So you can click on this 1.2, that is the decimal option, and select the option here as whole number. So it will round off the age and you can see those age over here. So that's it. Very simple to calculate age in just few button clicks. Now come to cleaning part. If you do not want this column, right click and remove that column. If you want to add a suffix to this column, you can go to transform tab and we have the format option, add suffix. So here you can add a suffix like just I can put a space and type as year, enter. So I can say Ajinkya is 37 years old. If I open this file next year, this 37 year will be changed to 38, 47 will be to 48. So this will automatically calculate this date is connected to your system date. Okay. So this column is connected with your system date and it is calculating. Okay. So you don't have to do every year. You don't have to come back and refresh. Don't do anything. Just automatically it will refresh. So that's it. I hope you have understood how to calculate your age in just 2 button clicks. Now we will see something more interesting, and this will be useful for financial people who work for accounting, finance or other department. Now an example, I will give my date of birth is on 13th of March 333. If I want to find out which day of the month my day of birth was there, which day of the month I can say 30, which day of the quarter I was born, it's difficult. Which day of the year I was born, again difficult. So we will solve this question. We will find out this answer using Power Query. Very simple in button clicks. I repeat, which day of the month I was born. I can find out which day of the quarter I was born, difficult. Which day of the year I was born, again difficult to calculate. So same thing can be done in Power Query easily. I will go back to my Power Query, which I have already loaded that. So here we have date of birth. Now suppose I want to find out which day of the month. I can just go to add column, date, and I can write here as just day. I can click on the option as day. So this will give me day of the month. Okay, very simple, day of the month. So let's say we have Deepak, or let's say we have Hanuman. We have 13th of October, so the day is 30. But which day of the quarter we have born? Difficult to say. So there's one method. We can just find out one thing. I can go to date option and go to this place, let's say year, and click on start of year. Okay, so if I click on start of year, see what happens. This will give me a start of that particular year. For example, 6/6/1988. What was the start of year? It was 1/1/1988. Okay, if the date was 11/10/1993, the start of the year was 1/10/1993. Now, it might sound it is not useful, but if I want to find out the difference between these two, okay, start of the year and your date of birth will give you the day on which you are born of the year. Okay, I repeat, suppose I click on these two columns, the date of birth, control click start of year, and I can go to date option and click on subtract days. Okay, so this will give you the day of year on which you are born. So let's say a simple example here. If you see this person who Bhuvneshwar, he was born on 5th of Feb, was 35th day of the year. It's very simple to calculate here. Day. One more example, and this will give you a clear picture. I want to find out that these people were born on which day of quarter. So I have to subtract this particular day, that is date of birth minus start of the quarter. So select that column and click on quarter, start of the quarter. So this will give me start of the quarter here. Now I can simply select that column, control click this column, then I can click on subtract these. So this will give me day of quarter. This you have to practice a lot and then you will get it. So I can just right click and remove that column. So this, as I said, this is only for people who work for finance. You know, this department, they want to find out which day of quarter, which day of year. They will find it very much useful. So that's very simple and easy button clicks only. Nothing coding not required, but you have to understand logic. Okay, but I hope you have understood how to find out day of year, quarter and month in Power Query. So that's it. I hope you have understood all the data functions and how to work with data functions in Power Query Power BI. If you have any queries, don't hesitate to reach out to me by commenting below.